Welcome everyone to on Madison HD Sportsnet, presented by the JMU Alumni Association. As we continue our conversations with JMU Football Dukes 2015, we're joined by, as you can see, number 11, Brandon Ravenel, who we expect him to go deep a number of times this season, as he will certainly hook up with Bad Lee on the passing combination. An exciting season at hand for you, I'm sure personally, as well as for this offense. Just your mindset as you go into this new season.
We're just really ready to get after it. We've gone really hard this summer. I think we've gotten a lot closer as a team, and I'm just going to the season. We're very excited, and I think we have something special coming.
Last year, still trying to learn this offense. Some questions out there, some anxiety as you go into the year. But now, as another player told us, Austin Lane said this is kind of the sophomore season for everyone. How comfortable is this offense right now as you go into this opener against Morehead State in a couple of weeks?
I'm very comfortable. Just having a year of experience with it, getting to know it, going over it over the summer and everything in the spring. I think we're definitely starting to get it. We're able to start teaching the young guys about it, and I think teaching is the best learning lesson. So I think we're very comfortable with it.
Go back a little bit, if you would, last year. In the early portion of the season with Vad, there were times where he was kind of getting adjusted, and the passing game didn't quite have the rhythm. When did you feel like, as the season progressed, that the connections really started to develop between the receiving core and your QB?
I think by the time we got to about Albany is when things really started to click. And you could just see it and you could feel it. Things just started connecting really fast and start marching down the field. And then once you get momentum, it doesn't necessarily just carry through games. It starts carrying through series of games. And so I think I'd say about Albany is when everything started settling in and clicking.
And now this year, from your perspective, where have you made your adjustments, your improvements, your leaps in improvement since last season?
I think right as the season ended, having a loss like that, it burns. It really, really does hurt. And so we all talked about it like the day after, and I think maybe the next week we got right back to it. Started lifting, started training over and over again, and just trying to make each other better as positions, as leaders, as everything. And so I'm just getting in there, lifting, trying to be better football players physically, and also learning and trying to be better football players intellectually.
What has been, that's a good point there, what other on the field has been the point of emphasis from your coaches, your position coaches, as wide receivers, as a collective group?
Definitely to be more physical. Got to be a physical group. Receivers are always looked at as being the divas of football, so to speak. But it's always really good to be a physical receiver. Not many teams see that. So definitely being physical is a huge thing that we've been harping on.
The rotation of the receivers in an up-tempo offense like this, I mean, you're asked to run a lot of mileage in the course of a game, probably about the same as a soccer player maybe in your position, and that certainly is a lot of hustling. How will that work out this year? How do you expect the rotation to work among your teammates?
Well, we've definitely been conditioning a lot, as you can probably tell. But rotation, it's up in the air. If you're on the field and you can go, then you'll go. If you're tired and you need a break, then someone will get in for you. But as like numbers and rotating number of plays, it'll to be determined.
Okay, kind of a movement in process. There's a lot of fluidity with this offense. Is that a fair way of stating it?
I think it's pretty fair to say. Very smooth. There's never any breaking point in the offense when we need to stop and take a break or just for rotations or anything. It's always on the move, very fluid. Yeah.
What is the overall psyche of this team, the expectations of this team?
Point A to point B. Just got to be very relentless. We're going to be a very relentless team this year, and I feel like I'm sure some of the other guys agree that we weren't as relentless as we'd like to be last year, and we definitely have to be tough and relentless and just give everything we got every single play. Because I know we care about each other a lot this year. All these guys, these are my brothers. These are all the coaches, my father figures. And we really do care about each other, and I think that's going to be a really, really big thing this year.
We've been talking with Brandon Ravenel here in the end zone at Bridgeforth Stadium at James Joker Field. We hope to find him in the end zone quite often here this season. Thanks for joining us on Madison HD Sportsnet.
Thank you.